Welcome back to Everyday AI Made Simple. Grab your drink of choice and let's dive into today's topic. If you have ever left a doctor's appointment and remembered your best question in the parking lot, this video is for you. I'm going to show you a 5-step way to use ChatGPT Health to turn scattered notes into a one-page visit guide without asking AI to diagnose you or make a medical decision. OpenAI is gradually rolling out Health in ChatGPT to eligible adults in the United States. It is available on the web and iOS for some free Go Plus and Pro accounts, although you may not see it yet. The Health area can work with information you type yourself, and you can optionally connect Apple Health or supported medical records. That sounds useful because health information is often spread across a patient portal, an app, a prescription bottle, a calendar, and whatever note you typed at 2 in the morning. The risky move would be to dump all of that into a chatbot and ask, "What is wrong with me?" The better first job is much smaller. Help me prepare for a conversation with the person who is responsible for my medical care. OpenAI says, Health can help summarize changes and prepare questions for appointments. The company also says connected medical records, Apple Health data, and conversations that use them are not used to train its foundation models or target ads. Its own help center still says the product is not intended for diagnosis or treatment, and it is not a HIPAA-eligible clinical service. So today, we are going to use AI as an organizer. Your clinician is still the clinician. First, draw a bright stop line. Before you open any tool, say what this session is for. Mine would be, I am organizing facts and questions for a routine or follow-up appointment. I will not use this chat to diagnose a condition, change a medication, or decide whether a worrying symptom can wait. That last part matters. If you have symptoms that feel severe, sudden, or alarming, do not wait for a chatbot to work through them. Contact a qualified medical professional or emergency service. AI is not the triage desk for an emergency. Step 1. Choose the smallest, useful data set. You do not have to connect a medical record to ask a health question. If all you need is help organizing 5 facts and 3 questions, type only those facts. You can even remove names, addresses, provider details, and other identifying information that the task does not need. If you do want to connect Apple Health or a supported provider, pause first. Look at which account you are connecting, what information it contains, whether memory is on, and whether ChatGPT should ask before using connected data. The current default is to ask for permission, but you can change that setting. My preference for a first test would be the smallest connection or no connection at all. More data is not automatically a better workflow. The right amount is the least you need to prepare the appointment note. Step 2. Build a fact pile. Now gather your source material before you start prompting. This is a short evidence check, not a memory test. Open the appointment confirmation so you know the date and purpose. Copy medication and supplement names and doses from the label or current record. Find the exact dates of new prescriptions, tests, measurements, or messages. Write your observations in your own words and label anything uncertain. The distinction between a fact and an impression is useful here. The prescription label says 10 milligrams is a fact you can verify. I have felt more tired lately is your observation. This medicine caused the fatigue is a conclusion. Keep that last one as a question for the clinician. Step 3. Give AI a fixed job. Here's the prompt I would use. I am going to put it on screen, and you can pause the video or copy it from the companion article. I have a routine or follow-up appointment about a specific topic. Use only the information I provide. Create a one-page visit prep note with these sections. Reason for visit, short timeline, current medications and supplements exactly as written, changes since the last visit, my 3 most important questions, and details to confirm with the clinician. Flag missing dates, conflicting information, or unclear wording. Do not diagnose, recommend treatment, rank possible conditions, or tell me to start, stop, or change medication. If my notes describe something that may need urgent professional attention, say that clearly and direct me to appropriate professional or emergency help. Notice what this prompt does. It limits the source to information you supply. It names the output. It asks for missing information to be flagged. And it blocks the 3 things we do not want: a diagnosis, a treatment plan, or a medication change. Step 4. Work through a sample on screen. Let's use a fictional example. Maya has a routine follow-up next week. Her information is spread across a prescription bottle, a portal message, a few home measurements, and a phone note that says, "More tired lately." She wants to arrive with a clear timeline and 3 questions. I would paste a small set of fictional facts like this. Appointment, routine follow-up next Tuesday. Current prescription, copy the fictional name, dose, and label instructions exactly. Home measurements, list only the fictional dates and values used for the demo. Observation, more tired lately. Start date unknown. Questions already on Maya's mind. What should she track? Which changes matter between visits? And what information should she bring next time? Then I run the prompt. I'm looking for structure, not medical brilliance. A useful draft would put the purpose of the appointment at the top. It would place the dated items in order. It would copy the prescription exactly. And it would flag the missing start date for the fatigue instead of inventing one. If the output says the prescription caused the fatigue, that line comes out. If it guesses a date, that line comes out. If it recommends changing the dose, stop and regenerate with a firmer boundary. The note should contain facts, observations, and questions. It should not contain a chatbot's medical conclusion. Step 5. Run the source check. This is the step that turns a plausible-looking page into something you can actually use. Check every medication name and dose against the label or current portal record. Check each date and measurement against the source. Delete details you did not provide. Move uncertain information into a section called Confirm at Visit. Put the main concern and top 3 questions at the top, then cut the note to 1 page. Bring the original source too. A 1-page summary is helpful, but your clinician may need the actual portal message, test result, or prescription record. Take 1 minute for privacy. Health data deserves a more careful decision than a grocery list or a rough blog outline. OpenAI says connected health information is not used to train foundation models or target ads, that you can disconnect accounts, and that synced data is deleted from its systems within 30 days after disconnection. It also says information already included in chat history remains until you delete those conversations. The Associated Press points out a separate issue. Information shared with a consumer chatbot does not have the same HIPAA protection as information held by your doctor or hospital. Extra product safeguards and HIPAA are not the same thing. So ask yourself, do I need to connect this account? Can I type a shorter summary? Can I remove identifying details? Have I checked the memory and permission settings? If a tiny amount of information does the job, use the tiny amount. Quick recap. Here's the whole workflow. Set the stop line, choose the smallest useful data set, gather verified facts. Ask AI for a fixed 1-page format, and check every line against the source. The finished page should help you remember and ask. It should never tell you what medical decision to make. That is a practical first use for ChatGPT Health. Less time rebuilding the story in the appointment, more time talking through the questions with your clinician. The companion Substack post includes the full prompt and a printable-style checklist you can adapt before your next routine or follow-up visit. You can find it through Everyday AI Made Simple. If this kind of calm, practical AI guidance is useful, subscribe here as well. I will keep showing you what these tools can do, where the limits are, and how to make a small workflow you can actually use. That's a wrap, folks. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Everyday AI Made Simple. If you want more of this type of content, hit subscribe and hit that bell so you'll be notified when I post new content. And if you're interested in getting my free AI prompt, you can grab them at everydayaimadesimple.ai. The link is below in the description. Thanks for watching.